Hello, YouTube, and welcome to another Pokemon Quest playthrough episode. I love the sound of that. I don't know why. I think it's just like the way it comes out, it just always feels good. At least it feels better than saying the Lego Jurassic World one for some reason. I always mess that one up. But we're here back with more Pokemon Quest. This is probably going to be a shorter episode. I intended for this one to be longer, but I kept trying to make progress, and it would be another day, because like you have to wait, I think it's like 20 hours to get those like PM tickets, and I don't want to spend the money to get extra stuff to beat this game. One, because it just doesn't seem like the wise choice or whatever. So yeah, you have to wait like the 20 hours or whatever to collect the PM tickets so I can do more recipes and things like that. So yeah, it's been taking a lot longer, and I was like, okay, right now I have about 20 minutes of content here. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put these 20 minutes of us taking on a couple levels, how we did, how we conquered through them, you know, where I did the grinding off screen, and then whenever we could finally beat that world or level or whatever, put that on screen, continue going forward until I get to a point where it's, you know, can't move forward and it would take even more days. So this is where what I decided on was like, okay, I'm just make this a nice, you know, 20-ish minute episode. Next one will be, you know, again, probably like a 30 tops minute one as well, kind of on the shorter side. I wanted to bring this as a live series, as I know many of you heard me talk about, but the fact that, yeah, it does take almost like a day for some of these events to even occur, it makes it really hard to even try to make this into a live stream without spending any kind of real life money. And if I can avoid that, that'd be great, because yeah, I want to play this game and just kind of enjoy it. I'm not really wanting to do any more after it. I have to beat the playthrough. It is a good game. I definitely recommend playing it, but definitely takes a lot of grinding and a lot of dedication for it. I cannot personally speak whether money or not would help, but I've been enjoying it nevertheless. But officially kind of made a little like quick art background in the background here, quit logo that I figured I'd throw on the thumbnail, and then obviously included my face cam over all this. So you'll see points where we have lost certain levels, and then us train up to beat those certain levels. And then I'll personally know where I wrap this up. Like I said, these recordings take place before the face cam. It's the only way I can add it on until I get my computer fully working with Streamlabs. So it's just gonna take a little bit of things. Apparently I got music playing somewhere. There we go. Turning off the TV. I just got home from my parents' house, so I was dropping off my daughter for nap time because I go to work here in about an hour, and we drop my daughter off around 2 anyway, so she usually goes to nap around 2 and sometimes sleeps up to 2 hours once of having someone have to stay at our house. My parents just live down the road about a short minute. I mean, literally it was from the time I started this video to now, so whatever amount of time that was of a video, that's how long it takes from there to there to get there. I'm gonna go ahead and keep walking forward so that way we can get to a good little spot. But yeah, like I said, I got about an hour before I have to head off to work. Figured I can go ahead and get this Pokemon Quest episode roaring out and continue our playthrough and trying to beat this game. Like I said, definitely have enjoyed the game a lot. Definitely taken longer than probably what I would have thought of. Not just overall, you know, the entire length of this being over like near a year, but you know, because of me not trying to do it like every, you know, day, trying to play it and stuff like that. But just the amount that it has taken out of effort, were multiple days where I had to legitimately play and collect the food stuff and the PM tickets and everything like that to progress was not the easiest. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off my glasses so there's not that glare there. Alright, so we're moving through this level here. It looks like we're taking on a ride on with our team that we still have ever since we replaced Onyx. Can't complain with what we have. And Jinx is the boss of this one. And she summons in a lot of annoying ice types. This is probably one that annoyed me a bunch. The Nidoking and Nidoqueen combo, it just seemed like as long as you dodged at the right time, you were safe. This one I haven't figured out yet, but they all, like, the supportive Pokemon do like Ice Shard and Ice Missile or whatever it seems to be that mess you up, and then they also can cause confusion, sleep, or and the Jinx just does high amounts of repetitive damage through her attack, so it was definitely an annoying boss to try to beat down. Maybe I'll figure it out if I keep playing against it, what the main tactic is to beat the Jinx. It's almost dead at this point, but still a couple more high attacks before it might get there. There's the hypnosis that she used, keeping my Seadra asleep. And we beat the Jinx there. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be a shorter side just because that was just where it wasn't going to take multiple days. I wanted to get this out, I think, like 2 days ago. And I was like, okay, for sure I'll be able to get a couple things in by doing my normal method, which would take usually tops a day of grinding. Well, this one, like I said, took about 3 days of grinding to get past certain levels, and then you had to figure out, like I said, certain mechanics. Like it took me a couple days to figure out the mechanic of dodging the Nidoking attack in order to win. Because even if you don't dodge those attacks, even with my levels where they are at the end of this video, which is almost like, I think, near 2,000 over what that requirement is, you still will lose that level unless you dodge those attacks. So there's got to be some kind of gimmick for this one too. I just have to figure it out. And then the boss that we take on somewhere in here as well, I have to figure out as well, because I can't beat them again, even though I have beaten them once. And it does take place during this recording, but I have not figured out how to beat them again. Not really boss, but level, I guess I should say. There's only one true boss that I continuously take on. That's the Nidoking. All the rest are just your regular level bosses, I guess. I don't know. There's like the boss and then the level bosses. I guess they call them, what, strong Pokemon in the levels, and then it's bosses for the boss fights. But I know I went ahead and tried all the potential levels that I could do before wrapping up, just to make sure that there was no magical way I could beat anything, even if they were crazy amounts higher than my current level. Just felt like that was the best thing here to do. And then, like I said, once this episode goes up, I'll continue playing through day by day to keep that grinding up, and then get the next episode out, which I think, if I'm right, I mean, we should be only a few episodes away, because we're about, at the end of this, we're about 2 boss fights away from the final level, which is really good. I believe what will be the final level. I might be wrong, but from what I understood and read through stuff, it should be the final level. Y'all. Really do love that I added that like double attack for Persian. It has really helped out. If I had to do it for one other, I'd probably do it for Seadra, because obviously Porygon's is, I mean, yeah, it can cause a burn, but it just has such a random span of area that it doesn't always hit, so it kind of makes me scared. I don't even know if he can actually learn that stone, to be honest with you, or either one can learn that stone. The first time in a long time, I had to do a majority of this off auto modes where I had to take control. So here's us battling the 3 Dodrios. This is the boss I've been talking about, this 4300 one. We do beat this one at one point, but I have not been able to replicate it again since then. I don't know how I beat them on this one attempt, but I have not been able to do it again, so I've been going backwards to try to beat other ones, and it's still a struggle fest to try to beat those, because anytime you lose, it counts away from your like charge battery. You get 5 battles you can do per thing, and if you fail, it still counts against you, so it is really hard. And I've been trying to obviously keep the cooking up to get my levels up. I'm pretty sure by the end of this, Porygon's 1 level away from learning a new move, and Persian's 2 levels away from learning a new move, to where our CP should go to near like 1600, which will really help out in winning everything. Sorry, that was a cat. He's trying to claw at the pole that's next to me. You want to see him? He's right there. And since he kind of like got moved, scared of his brother who was on the other side of the bed, which actually is still there. Where'd you go? I see you. Why can't the camera see you? There you are. You're walking, that's why. You're moving while I'm trying to move the camera. Continuing on forward. So, like I said, we cut out all the grinding stuff. We don't want to bore you with our grinding levels. Yeah, you would see us beating bosses or whatever, and actually, in a sense, doing stuff, but it's stuff you already would have seen. I try to make the content actually where we're beating the bosses, continuing with the gameplay and everything like that. We did our grinding episode where you got to see that. If you want to see what that would actually look like, there is an episode out there of us doing the grinding stuff. But I just want to keep this as good and hopefully as entertaining as it can be. Like I said, when we get to future Pokemon projects, ones that I'm actually like used to, it's going to be a lot better, especially because I can do a lot of in-game commentary, voices, stuff like that. We can interact with what's going on with the game, with items, things like that. So it'll be definitely a lot more fun than this was. Not that this wasn't fun. I did enjoy Pokemon Quest, but it is hard because, you know, I'm just trying to focus on beating these bosses and everything like that. And it's hard for me to commentate because I'm like, okay, I gotta press this button at the right time and everything like that. That's why I did think at one point to do it as a live series, so it was easier to kind of commentate with people, but like I said, we got to the point where it's taking multiple days to even beat bosses. Such as the ones you're seeing on screen. That took me a total of near 4 days to grind up and beat them. And even the one that we're taking on now, I still can't beat again for whatever reason. So I've been going back to that Jinx level and grinding up there to try to level up my bonds. And even that's hard. It's like maybe like 70-30% of the time I'll be We lost 2 Pokemon now. We got down to Persian with 2 Didrios. This one just like, okay, if he can stay alive, we might have a chance here. Yeah. Also, while I'm watching it now, kind of like studying their attack patterns. It's not really fun. They do just strong attacks, and they can confuse, paralyze you as well, because they have like tri-attack, I believe. I think they can even freeze you if they could. I don't know the other moves that the other 2 know, but here's where we actually beat the Didrio team with a good amount of health left with everybody. But this is still the only time that I beat a team of 3. I'm sorry, I got like a little bit of not like a cold, but just like allergies or something going on, sinuses, I don't know, all that yummy change of weather stuff, you know. It's fun, it's all good though. I'll make it through, get myself some allergy medicine, and it'll clear myself up. We are souping up the team if we can at all. You can kind of see the levels that everybody's at and everything that they're at this current point in the recording. Like I said, they're technically higher than this even now. I believe Persian's on 69, Porygon's for sure on 69, and I don't know what Cetra's at. They're definitely getting up there in the levels. So here's me taking on the boss over here that's technically 1,000 higher than our levels, but I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it, try my hardest to beat it, and just see what happens. Because I figured there was one where we did the pincer battle where we were about 700 under, and we beat it. So I was like, okay, maybe there might be some kind of tactic I can figure out quickly to beat this boss, but I haven't tried this one again. I've been mostly trying to beat the other 2, the Didrios and the Jinx one, because they'll give me items to better handle this boss and the other one. I know there's also types and stuff that we could have taken advantage of to give myself a team boost, but I've been really enjoying the team that I put together so far, so I'm trying to stick with them if I can. If I have to change it, I'll change it. No expert by any means. Alright, through here. You know, on a Magneton. This was the boss at one point, I'm pretty sure. A lot of these I do remember as bosses. There was like a Pidgeot, I can't even remember. I think Starmie even might have been at one point. Pretty much trying to keep my Pokemon alive to beat each boss. That is my goal. Here's an Electrode. This is going to be the first time that you'll see a self-destruct attack in the game. I always kept fearing that Weezing would do it, but he never did. Here it comes, you run away, and he blows up. Just the boss left, which is a Gengar. Gengar. I really like Gengar. I like his Mega too as well. I like his shiny Mega that's white. It looks really cool. Gosh, this freaking sinus just drain away, that'd be perfect. You can see the ghosts have hypnosis, so that puts you to sleep a lot. So even though I have a lot of the things, the badges that like lower status conditions, we still get status a lot. So now we're down to Seadra against a Gengar and a Haunter. And down he goes. Again, like I said, I was just trying to attempt it to see if I could lyrically pull out some kind of magical win. But definitely was way too far. I mean, Gengar barely had any damage on it, and we still had a whole other Mon left on that level. And then I was like, you know what? I'll try the 16-2. Maybe it'll be crazy easy. It wasn't, but I was like, you know what? I'm just going to see what this boss is so I can be better prepared for what I need to know going forward. Oh, sinuses. They're annoying. Poliwhirl! I think Poliwhirl. Maybe Poliwrath. I think it's Poliwhirl. We got Seadras now. Shout out to our Seadra who's on our team right now. I believe we can handle these Seadras a lot better than our own Seadra. Krabbies who love to, or not Krabbies, Kinglers that do a good amount of damage whenever they hit. I don't know what move they use, but it's just definitely devastating. Alright, going forward, we got 2 out of the 4 waves cleared so far. And then I'll just say this now, this is going to be the last of the battles where I take on, so after this is going to conclude, that's where the episode will wrap up. But if you guys did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button. It really does help so much. Like I said, we're trying to work through this game and get 2 other projects and everything like that. That'll be a lot better with commentary, better with everything else. So hopefully you guys don't, you know, dislike this too much or anything like that. Hopefully you guys are loving all this different content. We're trying our best through everything. We thank you all so much for all the continuous support as we're growing here. Please hit the subscribe button if you are new. We're really trying to hit, you know, 300 subs, which I think right now we're like 25 away from. And then we're shooting for 400 by the end of the year. So if we can hit that, that'd be so incredible. We thank each and every single one of you. We love getting to know each and one of you and help anybody out that we can and everything like that. It just means the world to us. Follow all of our socials. That's where you can get a lot of the behind the scenes and fan interaction and anything else, you know, you need to know. It's on our socials, all that good stuff. So here we are getting down some Magikarp. Yeah, literally right after we complete this level or lose this level, we'll go ahead and just wrap it up. So it's a Gyarados, the boss of this one, which we guess we could have got hinted from the Magikarp into the waterfall. Looks like he maybe knows Hydro Pump. Definitely doing more to the Gyarados than we did the Gengar, but still basically a destruction mess. It's literally just like a one-shot on each one of my Pokemon against this Gyarados. And I think we're going about to just go down here any second. And down he goes. And that's where we'll wrap up. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the Moderate Gamer signing out. There's our team, by the way, at the last recording. Kaka, guys. Kaka.